Welcome to another episode of Starseed Activations. Excellent. So we just want to start off by doing a quick recalibration on our bodies and our energetic systems. What this does is it allows us to raise our frequency, and then we start to come into alignment with the star people a little bit at a higher frequency. So it really truly allows us to experience the best information that is designed and made for each and every one of us here today. The star people are always with us. They are always guiding us. They also have a rep for each and every individual watching that you may call upon for guidance and communication. They do wish to speak to each and every one of us directly. They do not wish for a single mouthpiece or channeler to communicate. They want everyone to be able to have telepathy and for everyone to activate their extrasensory abilities. Excellent, dear ones. So we're going to start by taking a deep breath and releasing with an Om. Now, what an Om does is it opens and expands our heart chakras, and it allows both the higher self to step into the body, but also broadcast a frequency of love. When we utilize the Om, it really will assist in putting us in that frequency to be in a better alignment with the star people. Excellent, dear ones. So if everyone watching could just take a deep breath in. One more deep breath in. Beautiful, dear ones. And we, the star people, are ever so gently stepping forward. Tonight's transmission is going to be about tree spirits. For each individual watching already has an attunement to Mother Earth. Attunements to Mother Earth shall allow access into both your memory grid complex of your planetary species. Each and every individual can go and touch a tree. And when touching a tree, it shall allow for different emotion codes to be fully broadcast into your energetic grid structures. These emotion codes, we call it like a fine tuning for your energetic grid. It shall allow access into higher frequency realms or a type of density transmutation to occur inside of your energy field. The reason that we want to utilize Mother Earth, dear ones, is because this is the easiest way to broadcast your love-based emotions directly into the human consciousness grids. When you start to go into the forest, or even you start to sit on the grass, there is a process of earth grounding that takes place. This earth grounding connects to your chi energetic systems, which is electrical in its nature. Inside your biological form, your energy is electrical. Your brain waves are electrical. And so really coming into contact and communication with Mother Earth shall allow her access into your electrical field. Being that your brain waves are electrical, she is able to stimulate different areas or neurons in the brain, which then start to gain access into higher perceptions. Your perception is how you see the world. And so when you shift into a higher frequency, your perception shall always change. Your perception is going to allow access to see through the veil system. Each individual is holding density and distortions. A distortion is something that distorts the viewpoint of your consciousness slipstream. Your consciousness slipstream is your soul form radiating down and broadcasting out your physical body. Your physical body being made up of light ions, dear ones. And so when we start to utilize the system, it then allows us for very fast recalibration of your thoughts, which in turn have a positive effect on recalibrating your emotion grids. Throughout time, humanity has been grounded to the earth. However, there are many different frequencies that engage in your biological form today. It is of high value to place focus on not only the emotions, but also the electrical systems. Any thought that you may have, it is broadcasting your emotions out into the field. When we start to recognize that your thoughts and your emotions are combined, it is of high value for each individual to dive into both of these systems, which then shall allow you to take full control of your lives. There are micro expressions of emotions, dear ones. A micro expression is when the individual has the potential to dive into the now moment and pull apart the time space frequency. You may perceive your time space frequency a little slower when engaged in this method. This is specifically done to give you a micro perception of the emotions you are currently running. You are also able to see into the secondary emotion grid. Your secondary emotion grid is directly connected to your subconscious mind. It allows access to the programming systems, dear ones. And so, a programming system is always going to be something that is guiding your actions, thoughts, feelings, and emotions, and yet you may be currently unaware of that program. When you dive into the emotions and you start to pull them apart in a micro moment, it allows access into more control over your biological form, but you may also manifest faster because the secondary emotion grid being connected to your subconscious mind allows for instantaneous manifestation shifts. And so, when you dive into your emotions, you then may start to energetically cast or select new ones to experience. One such example on your planet that individuals do now is they may feel an emotion of anger. They may decide or choose to go back inside and meditate during that anger. When you do this, it is a baby step process. The more you meditate as you are feeling emotions that are no longer in alignment with your higher self, it shall then allow you access to control such emotions. Control is only making a change or modification to the emotion grids that you currently are experiencing. The real control of the simulation is releasing resistance. We must always rebalance our emotions in the now moment to allow for neutrality to completely wash over us. When we hold a frequency of neutrality, it opens up the potentials of the light codes. A light code is not only positive emotions, dear ones, for you are able to summon other light frequencies from a higher parallel reality. There are also higher density levels, which include such frequencies which may be summoned into the physical body. Once you know and can properly identify each emotion code, because each frequency being an emotion code, then you are able to energetically cast such emotion codes into plants, into people, into food, anything as you see it. When emotional casting is done, it shall then allow you access to see. When you hold a bright or a very strong emotion, it shall then allow you to energetically cast utilizing your chi energetic systems. Your chi energetic systems may be cast using the word. Any word as you see fit, and utilizing a strong emotion shall then allow you to send that word or that emotion code into an item, person, place, or thing. When you energetically cast, it will either raise the frequency of that item or lower, depending on the emotion code used. Each and every word in your vocabulary is of high value because each word contains a particular frequency parameter, which then in turn starts the manifestation into the individual's life that you energetically cast that word into. They may not understand that you are energetically casting at them, but simply by saying things like, have a good day, or you are a good day. It starts the process of raising their frequency, which then in turn shifts the way they see their world. One good deed is always noticed, and the star people are ever so gently watching each and every one of you. We wish to go back to tree spirits, for when you start to utilize a vortex energetic, all of the chakra systems are vortexes in their nature. Your DNA vortexes, just like the blades of grass that you witness. Everything spirals, dear ones. So when you come into close proximity to the tree kingdom, you may then start to open and expand your heart, allowing you to energetically cast a word or emotion in combination to the tree. This tree, any tree, is going to take that word emotion imprint and it is going to vortex it all the way up its tube, which then that new emotion code shall radiate out, touching into the atmosphere and up into the human consciousness grids. Dear ones, this process works very similar to that of meditation, especially when group meditations is manifest. For each and every one of you may simply go into nature and imprint a plant with the emotion and with the word peace, unity consciousness. We love and bless Mother Earth. And when you start to do this, you may see significant changes to the world that you see. You may also utilize this type of emotional imprinting to summon particular flowers. So asking or commanding Mother Earth, saying like this, thank you, Mother Earth, for showing me yellow daisies. And just allow that to come into your reality. It does not necessarily have to be a physical plant. You may go home and you may see it on TV. And that is because what we are focused on here is working in the energetics. The more energetic casting each of you do, it shall start to change your energetic grid structures. When you make changes to your energetic grids, it allows your perception to shift. What you are doing is you are recalibrating your energy field, which then allows you to become in alignment with a parallel reality in which you shift through a multiverse, and the reality that you become in alignment with shall be the one that you perceive. Starting the process of energetic imprinting on your own body is always where we recommend doing first. You may take a high frequency or emotion code, such as excitement, and you may cast that emotion code back into your physical body by saying words like, I love myself. Feel the emotion of excitement. If you must jump for joy, that's okay too. Radiate that excitement out, and then as you are holding that higher emotion code, you start to energetically cast that emotion. It is okay to use any tools of divination while you are practicing energetic casting, dear ones. A tool of divination can be any herb, any spice, any candle, any piece of wood stick. For all the trees contain vortex energetics. That is what their consciousness is made of. And so utilizing a branch or a twig shall also help you amplify your energetic casting abilities. Many people call these wands, and they do decorate them with different crystals. Each crystal, being a part of Mother Earth, is going to add a particular frequency into your energetic castings, dear ones. When you start to utilize multiple frequencies, it then shall allow you to change the energetic casting, which in turn is going to change your manifestations. One simple frequency may change the outcome or potentials running. So you must select your frequencies very wisely. An easy way to start this practice is to simply sit with a spice or plant. See how that plant makes your body feel. If you feel very well-being after ingesting, say, sage, then you know that that was in alignment for you in the now moment. When we start to utilize different plants and frequencies, it starts to have an effect on your biological form. You need not actually ingest a plant in order to absorb the frequency coding. Forest walks are a great way of absorbing different frequencies. Simply by touching a tree or sending love and light, it will have an impact on your energetic grid. Beautiful, dear ones. We are also recommending the Rock Kingdom. Any type of gemology is a study that contains many, many memory grids. For the trees rise and they fall, but select rocks remain on your planet for an indefinite time. Granite being one of these. So any individual who has gone to see like a Great Pyramid, you may place your hands on those rocks and you may gently ask, thank you for giving me the memory of this item. The memory at first, when you start to access the grids, shall come across in a sense of a flash or a vision. That flash or a vision may give you a tiny fragment of time, which allows you to see some of the memory those rocks experienced. When you can see deeply into the memory grids, it shall then allow you to see all time and all space that piece of rock has been here for. This, in turn, grants access into the memory grids of Mother Earth's gems and rocks, dear ones. For when we start to talk about a particular type of rock or crystal even, it shall grant access into the memory grids of that entire crystal. Quartz is one such crystals we always recommend bonding with, for this is a form of energetic bonding. When the crystal allows access into the memory grids, and believe it, dear humanity, the crystals are in complete control over what memories you see. And that's okay too. When you start to dive in, all of the history of Atlantis and Lemuria is readily available for each and every one of you. The history is already encoded into the human consciousness grids as well. When you start to dive into the DNA systems, you may start to pull at the memory grids of all of Mother Earth. There are different forms of communication that are in the human consciousness grids compared to the crystalline kingdom grids. For yes, it is like looking at a separate entity. However, the crystalline kingdom just controls the flow of information for now. And that's okay too. Each location on Mother Earth contains different frequencies and different vortex energetics. One such example would be Sedona. Sedona, dear ones, is known to have vortexes that may make an individual feel less than par if they are not in alignment to receive such energies. Because consciousness is quantum entangled, it shall allow for each of you to summon the frequencies from each location without having to physically visit the location. You each are able to close your eyes and imagine Sedona and allow a vortex energetic to wash over your body. When you do that, you are recalibrating your energetic grid structure to allow for that new frequency coding to completely be in your system. This then will start a process of recalibration of your perception, which changes or modifies the way you manifest. Each new frequency will always shift the way you manifest. Going inside, and you can summon emotion codes, which will in turn assist you in recalibrating your energetic grid structures. We are going to presume with an Om. If everyone watching can just take a deep breath in. Om. Beautiful, dear ones. Okay. The star people said that's it for today. Excellent. I love you guys. Thank you guys for coming. Thank you for watching. We are doing the Shadow Work Zoom tonight. That is going to be at 8:30 p.m. Most of you guys already have the link, so you can come. If you don't have the link and you're new to the channel, then just send an email in through daniellelipton.com, and I send you a complimentary Zoom link. The Zoom link is good for any and all of the Shadow Work Zooms. So you guys can just come. There's never going to be any fee for that. We do it because we are one tribe, we are one community, and we come together to heal together because we love each other. Okay? You guys have a wonderful night, and I am sending many, many love and blessings. And thank you, dear star people, for channeling with us tonight. Excellent.